questions to get to know me. So I want you to get to know me, and I've done a similar video previously in Japanese. So this one is going to be in English only, and I have a website here, some random questions, and this one says 50 questions to get to know someone, to me. So I'm just gonna start answering these questions, and hopefully you'll get to know me better. So I just kind of skimmed all these questions, but they don't really say or ask any like basic questions. So I'll just add some. So my name is Keith ASMR. I am 31 years old. I was born in Tokyo, Japan. I moved over here back in 2011. So I've been living in this country for, I feel like a long time. I think it's a long time. So Japanese is first language, and English is second. And yeah, I initially came over here in the UK to study, and I went to uni, finished uni, so yeah, and then started working, and yeah, feels like a long time ago. Anyway, so I'm gonna start answering these questions. So the first one is, what was your favourite food when you were a child? My favourite food when I was a child was it is still the same, but I like sushi, and especially prawn sushi or shrimp. So prawn sushis, but the nigiris. So you've got the prawns, boiled prawns, and then you've got rice underneath. So we call it ebi nigiri in Japanese, and I like ebi. So every time we went to sushi restaurants back home when I was a child, as a family, I would order like 20 ebi nigiris, and everyone would be like, I think that normally was speechless because obviously no one would order that many of one particular nigiri sushi. So that was that, and I do still love ebi nigiri sushi. Second, and question 2: what's the most played song on your iPod? I think I had an iPod, but I don't know why it went, to be honest. And I have iPhones, I can just look it up on my playlist. Let's see. Only there's a section where it tells you the most played songs or whatever. I think. Oh, I wonder if there's a top. No, I don't think this is there. Top 25 most played. And there's a song called Sooner by Alice Shaw. So that's the most played song on my iPod or iPhone. I do remember listening to this song last year. Yeah, quite a lot. So question 3, what is one of your favourite quotes? So my one of favourite quotes is one day or day one, you decide. Okay, so question 4. What's your favourite indoor/outdoor activity? So my favourite indoor activity, I guess to be on YouTube. Just watch videos, loads of videos I think. And outdoor activity. I like walking. Yeah. Especially at the beach, I think. Yeah, it's so good. Question 5. What chore do you absolutely hate doing? That's a good question. I think I like... Actually, I wouldn't say hate, but I'm not a fan of doing laundry. It's a lot. Question 6. What is your favourite form of exercise? So I try to go to the gym about 3 to 4 times in a week. So I would do mainly weights. And question 7. What is your favourite time of day/day of the week/month of the year? My favourite time of day, evening, but not in, I would say maybe Sunday evening, where everything is just so quiet and you can tell that everyone is already in bed and just trying to be prepared for Monday. I like the quietness of Sunday evening. And here in the UK, normally all the businesses they close around 5 p.m. So everything is just goes quiet, very quiet. Time of day or the week, day of the week, and well, month of the year, maybe autumn. I like autumn. Question 8. What's your least favourite mode of transportation? Right, transportation. I don't know. I can't think of anything, to be honest, because I really don't mind anything, to be honest. But I'm not a fan of being really, really crowded trains or buses. When I was back in high school in Tokyo, Japan, I used to commute to my high school, and it would take me about 45 minutes from my house to my school, and I used to take trains, and it was crazy. Sometimes I wasn't able to, get on the train because it was just too many people, and sometimes, yeah, you have to kind of squeeze in to get on the train, and yeah, it was just not great. Question 9. What is your favorite body part? My favorite body part. Maybe my brain, I guess. I don't know if that counts. It's because I think I think I'm different. Like maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. I am very spiritual, so maybe that. Question 10. What sound do you love? I love any sound. Which is why I'm doing ASMR. So, any sound. But particularly I like waves. Like I could listen to ocean waves. That's just so soothing. Maybe that's why I like walking at the beach. So now, question 11. If you could throw any kind of party, what would it be like, and what would it be for? That's a really good question. Right, if you could throw any kind of party, what would it be like, and what would it be okay, so maybe just a party. I would throw maybe a party where no one would judge or anything, so you could just go crazy, like dance. Let's just dance still. Like dance still. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Or something like that. And that would be for maybe like self-love, like no judgment, no discrimination whatsoever, maybe. I don't know if I'm answering this correctly or properly, but yeah. Move on to question 12. If you could paint a picture of any scenery you've seen before, what would you paint? I would paint maybe scenery. Well, UFOs. I don't know if that counts, but yeah, I'm not going into details, but I would maybe paint that. Question 13. If you could choose to stay a certain age forever, what age would it be? A number just came into my head and it's 22, and I don't know why. Maybe 22. Maybe 22, but what did I do? Or maybe 19. Actually 19, I guess. 19. And maybe I would have maybe studied more. Well, question 14. If you knew the world was ending in 2012, what would you do differently? I don't think I would do. Maybe actually I would go traveling. Yeah, maybe I would do that. Maybe like differently. So I would probably change the way I spend money on certain things, because I do think I was not smart spending money back then. So I would do that differently. Right, question 15. If you could choose anyone, who would you pick as your mentor? Anyone. This is quite interesting because I would not choose a person. I would probably choose someone. I would probably choose the universe as a mentor. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I would do that. Question 16. If you could witness any event, past, present, or future, what would it be? Okay, when if I could do that, it would be when I was tiny, about maybe 3, 4, 5. I would do that. I would pick around that time, and I would just witness how I was brought up, or how I was like with my parents. I'm not going into details, it's because it's kind of heavy, and maybe another time, but yeah. Question 17. If you could learn to do anything, what ocean, like deep ocean, like about Marinara. Is it Marinara Trench or Marina Trench or something? Like really, really deep ocean. About stuff that we haven't discovered or anything, stuff like that. I think. In question 18, if you had to work on only one project for the next year, what would it be? Maybe about law of attraction. Question 19. If you were immortal for a day, what would you do? I would save people, I think, because if I'm immortal, I could just go. I think I can technically go and save people, and I could die, but I wouldn't because I'm immortal, whatever. And yeah, so I could go to like dangerous places, whatever, and just save lots of people, I guess. Rescuing. Right, right, question 20. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? I don't think I would change that to anything else, to be honest. So question 21. If you could meet anyone, living or dead, who would you meet? I would meet my ancestors, I think. I can't think of anyone but them, I think. Right, question 22. If you won the lottery, what is the first thing you would do? The first thing I would do. I would just maybe hire an accountant, I think, for that. 23, question 23, if you were reincarnated as an animal, drink ice cream flavour, what would it be? I would be... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I would be vanilla ice cream, because that's my favourite flavour, ice cream flavour. You may think that's boring, but I just like it because, like, I used to like chocolate, I used to like other things, other flavours, but I was always going back to the basic plain one, and yeah, that's why I would just choose vanilla. Question 24. If you could know the answer to any question besides what is the meaning of life, what would it be? If I could know the answer to any questions besides what is the meaning of life, what would it be? Would be about aliens, I think. Because I want to meet them. Question 25. If you could be any fictional character, foods. Oh, interesting, right? Fictional. Um, Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. It's because I've been watching One Piece from episode 1 to, well, currently I am on episode 562 or something like that, I think, on Crunchyroll. So I would choose him, I think. Now, question 26. Which celebrity do you get mistaken for? None. Question 27. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be very zen person. Maybe more spiritual. Question 28. When you have 30 minutes of free time, how do you pass the time? YouTube. So the question 29. What would you name the autobiography of your life? Roller coaster is the word that just popped up in my head. So, question 30. What songs are included on the soundtrack to your life? Songs from the 1975, I think. Right, question 31. Have you ever had something happen to you that you thought was bad, but it turned out to be for the best? Studying abroad. Because my family, they're all against it, and yeah, they are very supportive. Question 32. What? No, I should just clarify a little bit on that. So, I wanted to study abroad, but I didn't have any ideas whatsoever, but I was into the idea, and my family, I think they were all worried, and I think they were against the idea, obviously, because I didn't know what I was getting into. But they cared so much, and they care about me so much, obviously, their family, and they are all supportive. So, I think that's that. I think that's that. Right, so question 32. What was one of the best parties you've ever been to? I can't really. Maybe I've not really been to best parties. So question 33. Right, 33. What was the last movie, TV show, or book that made you cry or tear up? Right, there's a TV show called Heartstopper on Netflix. Made me feel emotional. 34, question 34. What's the hardest thing you've ever done? Going to a foreign country where you have no friends, no family whatsoever. You have nothing but yourself. So question 35. What was the last experience that made you a stronger person? Puppies. Lost 2 of them. That was hard. But that experience made me stronger. Question 36. What did you do growing up? What did you do growing up that got you in trouble, right? So, back in school, I was never on time, so I used to get in trouble all the time. Question 37. When was the last time you had an amazing meal every day? Question 38. What's the best or worst gift you've ever given or received? The best. The best. Is the chance for me to come to the UK. And worst gift, I can't think of anything, to be honest. I'm not really good at receiving gifts. I'm normally a giver, so I don't know. Question 39. What do you miss most about being a kid? I don't know. Responsibility. Non-responsibility. Not having any responsibility, I think. Question 40. What is your first memory of being really excited? First memory of being really excited, right? So my auntie I like cars, and they used to collect miniature cars. So I used to have loads of them when I was a child, and my auntie had Mercedes-Benz SL 600 convertible, I think. So she had hard top and soft top, and I think that was the first memory of me being really excited about being in the car. Question 41. What was the first thing you bought with your own money? What was the first thing with my money? I saved up to buy a designer good, and it was a lot of money for me, but I just saved up. And there was only one of those things in the UK, and at the time, because apparently it was so popular, or it was, I don't know. So I managed to get that, and it was just over the moon. I still have it, but I don't use it. But that was, I think, the first. No, actually, yeah, I do think, yeah. Question 42. When was the last time you were nervous? The last time I was so nervous was actually when my dog gave birth to 6 puppies. I was nervous because I didn't know what I was doing. Even though I thought I was ready for it and watching videos and reading articles and all sorts, but I was nervous. Question 43. What is something you learned in the last week? Something about... I think it was something about law of attraction, I think. I can't remember. Right, question 44. Right, what story does your family always tell about you? And I was weird, strange, unique, maybe spiritual. All sorts, I think. Question number 45. What age did you become an adult? 19. I want to say, because that's when I left my family and moved over to the UK on my own. Question 46. Is a picture worth 1,000 words? Elaborate. Yes, but you kind of have to know the story behind a picture, I think. So, maybe. I don't know if I'm making sense. Question number 47. Where's Waldo? Behind you. Question number 48. The best part of waking up is to see the sunshine. Question number 49. How do a Bronco? Question number 50. What's up? That's why I say something, I think. So, that is the end of 50 questions